day 6, sicko, 666 time. It's time for day 6 of the movie challenge. Here we go. It's just been so much fun doing this with you guys. I've been having so much fun reading your comments and the likes and the subscriptions. It's been great. Let's please keep it going. Cinephiles, filmmakers, lovers of film, pop culture, you are welcome here. Let's have a discussion. Let's have a forum. This is your safe place, okay? This is a safe place for you guys. We can talk about all the geek and nerd stuff we want. That's why I made this. Either way, we're still going to be here. Cinephiles, check in. Filmmakers, check in. Film lovers, check in. Pop culture fans, check in. Comic fans, check in. We are here. And today's prompt is pretty short, but it's got a really good answer, at least in my opinion. It reads, your favorite animated film. And for me, that's Batman Mask of the Phantasm. Now, this movie was made in 1993. It was trying to profit off the animated series. It starred the same voice actor, Kevin Conroy, the same Joker actor, Mark Hamill, and it's got the favorite Batman characters you love. It's got Alfred, it's got Jim Gordon, it's got Harvey, it's got everybody you love to see in it. It has a bigger budget, so, the animation's a little more focused. You can tell that the expressions are a little bit better. For me, the hand-drawn aspect of Batman was one of the best parts because you can just implement so much more color in there. And to me, for some reason, it just felt more real. It just felt a lot more real. I know the Spider-Man animated series is pretty good, but, they would do things like make a CGI city and whatnot, and it kind of took away from the realness factor. This Batman story, if you ask me, was not only told by the OG tellers of Batman stories, but it had, the best score by the late Shirley Walker, may God rest her soul. It has the best story, and really it's crazy because the Batman animated series has stories. It has seasons and seasons and seasons of riveting, transforming, crazy, on your edge of your seat stories. And this movie kind of just caps it off. It's like the grand finale. It even gives you bonus stuff because, in the animated series, you never saw how Batman started off. This movie shows that. They show Batman suiting up. They show Alfred's crazy reaction. They're not afraid to go in on what makes Batman Batman. They know who they're telling stories about, to say the least. They understand who he is. So this story follows Batman. I guess he's about a year in, maybe a few months to a year in. So not many people just know about him like that. They're aware of him, but they don't know, is he here to stay? Is he all good? Is he all bad? What is he, right? Well, that question gets answered pretty fast because there's another masked, phantom-like figure dressed in black going around Gotham killing criminals. And, I always thought that Batman's whole shtick was counterproductive because it's like, okay, I get it. You don't want to kill people because you saw your parents get killed. But you're putting in prison the same people that are going to break back out into the same kind of stuff, and then you kind of just do this whole circle thing with them. Not to mention, your presence in Gotham is what made a lot of your rogues gallery. You know what I mean? Especially the Joker. But the police definitely think it's Batman. Even a couple of gangsters who are so scared of this Phantasm figure, in a desperate move, like in The Dark Knight, paid the Joker to kill Batman. You see how the best Batman film has, what y'all call is the best Batman film, took elements from Batman Mask of the Phantasm. This movie was made in 93. So understand, this movie is OG. It is the best Batman story ever told. So he basically talks about how he meets this girl Andrea and how, it just talks about his psyche. Like, Batman didn't expect to be happy. So, you see him crying to his parents about, how he wants to give up being Batman, and he feels bad. He feels like he's betrayed them because he no longer wants to dress up and go out into the night and beat up people to a pulp. And I just find that it just shows how crazy this guy is. Like, he's literally insane. My favorite, but he's literally insane. It's a good mystery behind it. I know I love mysteries of who the Phantasm is. I definitely won't get into that here because I really want y'all to watch this movie. Definitely for a rainy day. This is a for sure rainy day movie. This movie also shows the price of being a mass vigilante. Anybody can dress up and act like you and kind of do what you do, but actually follow through with it. See, Batman takes people to jail. Well, they eventually get out, go back into the streets, and do the same thing. You know what I mean? And then Batman has to do what he does all over again. Probably because he gets off on it. Yeah, anybody can dress up and go beat people's asses. Like, and I don't think that Batman understood that until this movie. And I think it made his methods a little bit tighter. You know what I mean? It just shows the price of, you know, there's not always an upside to what you think is justice. There's not always an upside. Sometimes what you think is justice to somebody else isn't, until somebody is going to rise up, like the Phantasm, and do some crazy stuff, and now you look crazy because you basically do the same stuff, if not inspired this crazy person, on top of the villains and role galleries that you have brought to light. I just think this movie was very well lit. I thought that the color was just extravagant. I thought that the Latin score, well, the score that had a Latin choir basically behind it, like giving Batman like his, like, they're like boosting him along, kind of like they're kind of hyping him up in a way. It's just, it's giving those gothic kind of undertones. And, you know, it's on a bigger budget, so you can just kind of do more. So if you're a fan of Batman the Animated Series and you want to see, like, it's a grander story told in that same universe, you got it. If you're a fan of everything Batman from the Animated Series on back, you got it. Because you get the Adam West vibes. You get the Batman 89 vibes. You get all that. You get the Tim Burton vibes. This is my favorite Batman universe. You know, one of these days I hope I'm graced to make a movie based off Batman the Animated Series, because it is my favorite. I just feel like these are OG writers who just understand who Batman is, understand his character, understand the people around him, and what makes him him, you know? Like, Batman doesn't just get a girlfriend and end up happy and that's the end. He feels conflicted on the inside because he has this figure deep in his mind that wants to dress up at night and go out and avenge his parents and save that little boy inside of him that couldn't do it that night. You kind of go through progressions. You see, you know, the police trace him. You see the Joker and him have this really grand battle. You know, the Phantasm is involved. I think it has the best Joker laugh you've ever heard. If not, then definitely the longest. I wish this movie was adapted into live action, because it would just make it 10 times better. It doesn't even need to be in the DCEU. It can stand alone, just like the Joker did, and be amazing. The box office really didn't get much love from this movie when it was released theatrically, but, you know, people actually went back and worshipped it and loved it. And I am one of those people who watched it the first time and was like, yeah, this is the best Batman movie I've ever seen. You know what I mean? Like, it just has way more elements in it, has way more layers to it. I know everybody likes, you know, The Dark Knight, which is like a psych class visit. You know, it's just a whole bunch of psych, you know, quotes and whatnot, and that's cool. It's cool. But this movie has the action, it has the psych elements, it has the mystery. See, these Batman movies today, they don't have mystery to it. There's no element of mystery. Batman's supposed to be the world's greatest detective. And none of these movies really show that until this upcoming one, which I'm praying is a really good mystery and really shows how good of a detective Batman is. And along the way in this movie, we're finding clues, they're twisting turns. You know, there's a big twist. It's just really engaging, and it wants you to follow him. It wants you to feel what he's feeling. You feel every kick, every punch, every scratch in this movie. The score just makes it even better, turns it up to an 11, and this is just easily one of the best animated films I have ever graced myself to watch in my entire life. I really enjoyed it. I really think it's a great movie. I don't want to give away too much from it because I really want y'all to see this flick. But yes, my favorite animated film is Batman Mask of the Phantasm. You guys, please check it out for me, especially if it gets dark outside or if it's raining. Oh my God, I promise you, I'm setting moods right now for you guys. Come on, I'm trying to do this for you. Filmmakers, let me know what you think about this movie. I feel like it's one of the best, if not the best Batman movie ever made. I could be wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong. Leave a like, leave a dislike. I have so much fun talking about this kind of stuff with you guys, and I'll see you guys for day 7. Alrighty.